Hello and welcome to our 5 minutes with Ekaterina vlog. And today we are not in Ukraine, we are again in the United Kingdom. And this year there is a second exhibition about Ukraine in England. And I wanted to show you around a little bit. This one is smaller than the last year. You can go, I will add the description in the video, and you can see the last year's exhibition. This year the hall is totally different, and the exhibition itself is also totally different. Uh, Now I wanted to show the nature of Ukraine, and the topic was the destruction of nature in the war in Ukraine. But I wanted to show a little bit more of hope, and I wanted to show the beauty of Ukraine and what we are fighting for. The beginning of the exhibition was with the lecture about, it's also called Destruction of Nature in Ukraine, and initially it focused on the confinement, dilapidation of the Chernobyl sarcophag, and then Kakhovka Dam destruction, same and Desna River poisoning. But since that time, Russians spilled 9 tons of oil in the Kerch Strait, polluting Azov and Black Seas. And also I added the capturing of the Ascania Nova Nature Resort and what they did there, because they destroyed a lot there and they killed a lot of animals. And the title this year is Love Nature Not as a Symbol of Your Soul, Love Nature Not for Yourself, Be Lover of Her for Her. And that's an exhibition that includes some information, general information about Ukraine, general information about war, then some information about what happened and why. So there are more than 7,500 cases of environmental violations that have been recorded up to now in 2025. And also this exhibition has some artworks and some photos of the peaceful Ukraine, so people will know what we are fighting for. And let's imagine that you are driving across Ukraine, you are driving from the south to the north, and the first you will see the Black Sea. This is the picture taken by me in 2012, and 2012 was the last year when I've been in Crimea, because I didn't have a chance to go there before the occupation. This is Balaclava. And also on this stand, it's very symbolic. You will have the parts of the legislation. This is the European Union Legislative Act on the environmental criminal offenses. This is the directive about the environmental crimes, which says that the destruction of widespread and substantial damage, which is either irreversible or long-lasting, and it is damaging the ecosystem of considerable size and environmental value, is the environmental crime. And you also can see the legislation acts in different places, and the whole idea here is to show that every crime will be ended in punishment. And here is just a nice looking bits of Ukraine in nature. Some pictures were taken by me, some pictures were taken by other people, some pictures were just taken from the internet. And from there we are moving to the first stand, and the first stand is the Russian tanker Volga-Neft, which spilled the oil in the Kerch Strait, polluting Azov and Black Sea. You have some information about it on the boards. And you also have the legislation X, what is the substantial damage and intention there. Some of the paintings, they are made by children both in England, both Ukrainian refugee children in England, and by children in Poltava specifically for this exhibition. And then we are moving up and we are entering Dnipro. And here you have some information about Ukrainian export of corn, which Ukraine exports more than 14% of all corn in the world. And here you also have some poetical pieces. The first one is the full poem by Maxim Rilsky, Love Nature Not a Symbol of Your Soul. And the second one is written by Oz Hardwick, the poet from Leeds, from the United Kingdom, who was creating his pieces specifically for this exhibition. And we will have a few other poetical pieces on the course of the exhibition. This is the interactive bit showing, the map is showing the polluted area of Ukraine, which has been damaged by the landmines, and you will see also the results of the mining and the results of explosions. You see the damage of the military vehicles, and then some interactive bits of the exhibition. Then we are moving and we are driving along the Dnipro River, and here you see some information, general information about the environmental crimes, and you can see here the Jolagaj speed accident of 2023. Then you see the map of Ukraine and actually the information connected to the destruction of Kakhovka Dam. The red areas here, they are showing that areas that were destroyed, that were damaged because of the dam destruction, and there are less famous accidents near Kiev and on the Seversky Donetsk River. Here we are moving on, and this is two satellite images about the destruction of the Kakhovka Dam and the images of the artificial lake before the destruction, and then images of what happened to the dam itself after the destruction. And we are moving on, and here you will see the other piece of information that Ukraine is exporting 47% of all sunflower oil. And this is the picture from the last year made by Oksana Chorna. She's the press officer currently of the 23rd Brigade. And at the moment when she took this picture, she was the press officer of the 56th Brigade and the 53rd Brigade. And this picture was taken in Avdiivka in 2023. And then we are moving up, and if you remember the map, one of the dams was destroyed on the Seversky Donetsk River, and here's the other river. It's Desna near Chernigiv, and Russians contaminated this river, Same and Desna rivers, with chemicals. Putting a lot of pollution there, and this was the intentional accident. So if we are talking about the previous one now behind me, if we are talking about the oil spill, we can say that it was accidental, but this time the prosecution office said that this Desna River was contaminated intentionally as mixed combined warfare. Here you see a little bit more of the information about the sunflower oil, barley, corn, and wheat percentage in the world in terms of production by Ukraine. And we are moving on to the north. Here it's a little bit breaking the narrative, but you see the Przewalski horses, and there will be the Chernobyl accident. But Przewalski horses, they live not only in Chernobyl, they also live in Askania Nova, and that's why I put the information about Askania Nova. The Russians occupied it, they killed a lot of animals, there was a big accident there as well, and as they started to bring the animals, rare animals to Russia, some animals were killed, and regretfully now Askania Nova is under the Russian occupation. Here you can see a little bit information about the military actions and more poetry. This is the poetry by Amina Alial, and she was also specifically writing it for the exhibition. She helped a lot with the design and with the installation. And this is the information about the Chernobyl, and Chernobyl's picture. It is before the accident of 1986, so that's the old picture. But then there is also the confinement now. So this confinement was destroyed by Russians, or it's not destroyed, damaged by Russians. There is a hole now there, and that was intentionally done by Russian drone. And you have some information, we have some information about it here as well. And then the exhibition brings us to the end, and it shows different regions of Ukraine. This is Polissa region, this is near Odessa, Belgorod-Dnestrovsky near Odessa, and this is the central Ukraine. And it talks a little bit about Chernobyl Biosphere Reserve and a little bit about the crime and punishment as well. And everything is ending with the picture of the demonstration in the United Kingdom. It was the Independence Day, and it was the demonstration supporting Ukraine. Some more information about the wheat production, and a very touching letter by Aida Cherkes, which she wrote in 2022. She's a survivor of Sarajevo siege, and when she was there, she had a T-shirt, "Sarajevo will be and everything else will pass," and now she tells us that Ukraine will be and everything else will pass. So that's it, that's the exhibition, and that's another reminder about the war, and also that's a reminder that not only people are suffering, but also there is environment and there is nature that suffers not less. That's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to meet you very soon under better circumstances. Goodbye for now.